Thank you, Mate. So, what do we have here? From Sea to Street. Before I tell about From Sea to Street, I will quickly introduce myself. So, as Audrey mentioned, I'm Marta from Latvia, which is one of the 3 Baltic states next to the Sweden. We have Baltic Sea in between us, but still there. So, my background is I'm aquatic biologist, working in the field already for 10 years, specializing fish ecology, doing a lot of fish measurements, have touched thousands of fish and so on. And you may wonder why I am here, because you've seen me in some lectures here. So 2 years ago, I decided that I want to get new skills and started to study culture studies, because as some of the biologists in the auditorium knows, we need to communicate about what we are doing in the lakes, seas, or in our weird laboratories. So yeah, and in this adventure of the 2 last years, I've met people from Spain, from Santiago de Compostela University, and also colleagues from Viria Amsterdam University, and we had idea that, okay, let's try to figure out how we biologists, environmental scientists can get out of our comfort zones and try to do science communication through street art. As Audrey mentioned Banksy, everyone knows Banksy, so there is power in street art. Okay, so that's about me and about From Sea to Street. As we have 20 minutes for the presentation, right? Yeah. Not 15, okay, yes. So I have time. So this is a pilot project where we wanted to try out a few methods. And 3 partners from academy where I study now, Latvian Academy of Culture, and from Santiago University and Viria Amsterdam University. But without continuing in this academic way, I invite you, Mate, how I can... Okay, I'm always afraid of being the weird person who doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, so if you want to go to the chat, you have to click here.
I want to go to the next slide, please.
Yeah, and so when you want to go to the next slide, you have to click on this window. It's gonna go.
Oh, on the window, yeah, okay.
Because
thank you, getting around the techniques. So let's get away from the academic slides. And so this is a very interesting moment always for me, because this is the 3rd time I do this approach. I invite you to help me to make this presentation. After a few slides, you will understand why. So here is the picture of the mural from Netherlands. We can see something there. And my question is, what emotions, memories come in your mind when you see this? And also I'm asking this to people from all over the world who is watching. I don't know how many you are. You can write in chat. I will read. So don't be afraid of these weird seconds. I'm used to it. That sometimes we just need to sit and reflect. Otherwise running. Okay, I will start. When I see this mural, it reminds me of fieldworks. Because in nets we usually get a perch, and it has this face expression when I take the perch outside of net. How about distress? Okay.
Gloom. The colors are very gloom and distressing, slightly psychedelic even.
Yeah, I presented this also in some other conference, and they were saying it looks trippy. Just trippy. Yeah. I have some also activity in chat, colorfulness of marine environment. Okay, thank you for people for being active there. Yes. Yeah, then.
It looks a little dystopia.
Okay, dystopia. Yeah. Imagine in the real world, standing next to it when you're just relatively small, it might be even more impressive. Okay, I have some more photos. Um, I don't know why I'm left-handed and I have mouth. Oh my god, I'm always this person who. Oh yeah, sorry, I'm left-handed. So here we have mural from Spain, Galicia, which is a region right next to the ocean. I've seen it previous summer. People also in Zoom and here. While you're thinking, I can share that. I remember I did the conference in Germany, and then one lady said, "Oh, this reminds me my childhood when I, as a small kid, was listening to the seashells, and I felt that there's party inside." That's so yeah, something like this.
I was going to say exactly that.
Yeah, party.
Like, but it kind of like, because I was told as a child that like it gathers all the memories like of previous lives, so you would hear it if you put it on your listen with your ear,
Okay.
because they'll live for so many years.
My parents said me approximately the same story.
Yeah, I'm also from Latvia, so.
Ah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I see hand there.
I was thinking about that we come from the sea,
Mm.
and that it looks like there are humans, there are some creatures, flowers, and like some microorganisms, and that's our beginning somehow. And that this shell is very old, so it holds it inside from the very beginning of time.
Mm-hmm. Like capsule of history. Okay.
Playful.
Yeah, play. This is definitely. I also feel like better with this mural than the previous one. Okay. And the last one of the murals. This is also from Vigo, Galicia in Spain. How you feel about this one? If you're trying to figure out what's the construction, these are just stairs, and people painted on the walls. So the stairs that look more beautiful, colorful than just concrete. Okay, I have some activity here. I think it was for the previous mural, I guess, but regarding previous, oceans and humans are not separated, but we rely on them as an environment. Okay, and about this one, thank you, Philip. How you feel about this one?
Kind of Icelandic.
Yeah, feel some fisheries in there. There are no like correct answers for this. It's just yeah.
For me, it is kind of disturbing. Like there is graffiti painted over the like because I know that usually when you don't want to have like the graffiti over the walls, you get some like those murals painted
Mm-hmm.
by graffiti masters, so whatever painters. But when you see this mural and then graffiti over it, for me it is just like disturbing a little. Like why?
Yeah. Dana?
For me, I think it would maybe step up and reflect about the everyday adventures, because it kind of feels like adventurous, but still in an everyday setting, and the shipping boats are probably their everyday lives and so on.
Mm-hmm. I see someone wrote in the chat. Italy holidays, good memories. Yeah, please.
That reminds me of the threats in nature, where I see more buildings than the trees.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel the shock that the environment is getting from our actions when I see the picture.
True, a lot of concrete jungles.
Yeah, a lot of buildings and less trees.
Very compact.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see someone's writing it. Getting homesick, feeling like fishermen returning home, like finally after a while. Okay, we managed to do this. I know it's a bit different approach, but you know, sometimes you need to do a bit wild approach. So, and through this we finally came to what is from Sea to Street, and it's our citizen science initiative. where we aim to better understand and strengthen people's relationship with oceans and seas. And as I remember, I think from the morning session, Huldra from from Husavik, mentioned that I feel like that we need to wake up people. And in the way, yeah, we biologists and other environmental scientists are just trying to wake people up with unusual approaches. And so we came together. You see, this is our team. I'm just a tip of iceberg here, and we decided, okay, let's try. Let's do this small scale citizen science initiative, small scale, relatively speaking, and we decided, okay, we will start with Netherlands, Spain, and Latvia, and see what we will come up with, and quickly, yeah, check the time. And so what did we actually do? So we, via social media, we encouraged the public to search for marine theme murals in their surroundings, take photo of these murals, and send photos to us, and also add like thoughts, memories they associate with this mural, as we did now. We see the mural, we like, how I feel about this, and you then just write in our submission form and send to us. And we also did, but I didn't go in details in this presentation, online survey we attached to this submission form, where we show different murals, 3 types of them. If you are interested, I can tell you afterwards with a coffee, and then show different types and ask also similar questions. And now we are, yeah, the results I will tell later. But so yeah, this time more focus on citizen science approach. And so as this conference is hybrid format, we also knew that we need to do hybrid format. So we reached out via social media with the links and so, but we also did the engagement activities on site in all 3 of project countries. So we started with Spain, and there our approach was that we participated in local street art festivals, because street art is super popular in Spain, and like they have many festivals, and we went to festivals, tested actually our survey there. We had our laptops and like went around people and asked this and that, and at the same time taught like, hey, by the way, you can send your photos and your emotions and so on. Then next we had the engagement activities also in Latvia. There we organized a bit different approach. We I say so many times organized. Sorry, I'm still like, English, that's my first language, as you figured out. We organized street art tours for youth and also for general public, where we explored, you can see photo here from one coastal city, Liepāja in Latvia, walked around, did the same thing as with you, like, oh, it's a mural, how you feel, what do you remember? And also, maybe you have heard there are these legal graffiti walls, and we have some of them in Latvia as well, and we made the practical workshops where youth were given like spray cans, and they could like spray whatever they want related with seas and oceans and so on. I still have 5 minutes. Let's continue with the Netherlands. There we had totally different approach, and there we organized a workshop which was organized in collaboration with the academic course in the Virja Amsterdam University. So we get their feedback, and like, yeah, it was completely different feeling there as we worked with the university students than compared in, for example, Latvia, where we were aiming for the high school students. Okay, so I will check if I getting with everything I wanted, and and then so different engagement activities on site, and in parallel these online reaching out, like links and sending photos and so on. And the results, briefly about the survey, I won't go in details because we are still getting our heads around this. But here are one mural which was part of the survey, and here are some quotes, what people wrote, and like you see, quoting how small-scale fisheries are vilified and pushed off the ocean, often for tourism. Or the second quote, that the fisheries is over and the fishermen have nothing left to catch. I was a bit surprised that people felt like this, but it's okay, everyone can get the reactions, because when I set together the survey, I remember I was looking at this mural, I thought, wow, it looks so relaxing, it's so quiet. Like you see, it's so different reactions to the same picture, the same mural. And then to the results regarding murals, so as we were expecting, most of them were from project countries, but overall we received murals from around 12 countries around the world, mostly from Europe and South America. We were surprised that so many different countries reached out, and here's one of the murals, and maybe some of you have seen it in real life. Yes, I've seen it this last January when I went to Reykjavik. So, totally coincidence that we had one submission also from Iceland, and actually I think this was the first mural I saw when I was in Reykjavik, because the hotel was right next to the building. Weird coincidences. And as we with the team discussed that this was more like exploratory citizen science project, because we wanted to test the idea, the methods, and we are still figuring out how to continue with this. And if you have questions, ideas, you want to chat with me, come to me, right? I will give my email. And we the first indications are very positive, to say very shortly. And in a few weeks we will meet with app arts spot developers from Austria. They have already existing app and they have ideas. Oh, maybe we can team up. And so we are still building our muscles and open for ideas. Still have 2 minutes, it's all okay. I know I'm talking a lot, but we are on our schedule. And I'm very into photography. Can't finish with the photo. And this is from my field works as aquatic biologist, but stepping out of my comfort zone. And I see the water ecosystem, but it's painted. So these last months were very very interesting, and the future perspectives looks good. And I'm open for discussion later as we have next presentations. But I really want to thank you you for listening me, and also for to the Latvian Academy of Culture, Santiago de Compostela University, Virja Amsterdam University, artists and street art guides to whom you reached out, because we we wouldn't create this without really reaching out to the local street art community. And also to all citizen scientists, maybe who some of them are listening on Zoom. And we definitely need to speak about environmental issues, but sometimes maybe through street art, because we need to wake up people from we need to wake up, all of us. That's all from me. Thank you.